The GX100S, touted as the greatest vlogging camera of all time, has decided to forego the flippy screen in favor of a photographer-based system. Apparently photographers can't do this motion with their fat necks to see the articulating screen of glory and what announces themselves out of in front of them. It's not English, I know. So today we rant unnecessarily on the Fuji medium format mistake that they made.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
We're on a phone. That's the business. I could have been on a medium format camera, but Fuji decided that I couldn't see myself, not that I can see myself now. We're on the Huawei P40 Pro, and we're using the H.265 format. I didn't realize they had that. It could be higher quality. He's towing him. He's like, I'm still here. Oh, that's a bit. Just drive away. Fuji, there's only so far your beauty will take you in life. You give out a nice image, you flatter people. It's not enough. It's not enough. What? I would have went for it. I heard the rumors. It's not overkill for vlogging, it's underkill if anything. I was kind of hoping that they would release a 50 megapixel one, but smaller, with a flippy screen. Better IBIS, autofocus that worked. But when you look at their lenses, are you protected from the sun? Our flat sun. It's closer than you thought. Does that look like it's 93 million miles away? Right there in our flat Earth. It's in the dome. Right there, you can feel it. I'll prove it someday. So I'm always trying to reach for the stars here. What's the next purchase? Even if you have the perfect camera, you're thinking, what's next? I'm always looking at Sony lenses like, oh, what could I... You can't. The 20 mil, that's perfect. You're not getting a better one. I'd like a wider one. There's that Laowa 14 mil Tony 4. It's pretty light. It's pretty light. I might get it. So I was looking at medium format lenses for Fuji. They have one wide angle lens. It's the 23 mil. It was like a Tony 9 or something. It was bigger than it should have been. Maybe 3.5 or something. Equivalent would have been 3, and it would be an 18 mil. Everything I say is backwards. Every single sentence. I should be tested. So I was thinking that's the lens you'd have to get if you were dumb enough to vlog with a medium format. And it's heavy. It was like 800 grams. And the cameras are like thousands of grams. That's marijuana talk. I walked right past a squirrel. That could have been 706,000 frames per second of glory. But can you imagine the glory? The Fuji X-T4 already has equal, almost, dynamic range to the A7S III. It's so glorious looking. Imagine their medium format that puts full frame to shame. Where'd the squirrel go? There he is. Oh, we're getting 7,000 frames. That is hard. I got lucky the one time I threw a nut, pressed record, and it was like bounce. I was like, oh, so dramatic. I tried to replicate it. Didn't work. So we find ourselves near a child's playground to symbolize my confusion as to why Fuji even started that stupid system. They were debating going full frame, and they could have done it. And that would have been the better choice. Because we've seen this midget camera, miniaturized, cheaper, 6,000. That's the cheapest they can make it. They can't get any cheaper. It's still really heavy. The lenses are monsters. It's such an impractical system. I don't know who would ever shoot with it for the extra resolution that you cannot see on your Facebook alternative websites, since Facebook is run by demons. They will no longer exist in the year 2024. Do any of you own that system? Be honest. Photographers aren't that important to need 100 megapixels. Let's be real. They take cat photos and like logs and shit. And one log's in focus and the next log isn't, and they call it art, and it's not. They failed grade school. I scootered off to a better location. Take that, life. Can we zoom on it? O wondrous landscape, will you reveal yourself before me? Switch lens so seamlessly, nobody even noticed it. Oh, the magic. Oh, that is, so beautiful. Oh, where are we at now? New lens. Oh, that is the Toronto skyline, my friend. I've been up there. Oh god, I'll try to point an arrow. I was there on the outside washing those windows. I've done that. That was my life. But now, my job is to warn the people against Fuji medium format cameras. Don't do it to yourself. Let's just stop and think for a second. If Fuji would have chosen to go full frame, which they should have, the only reason they didn't was because probably they thought it was too overpopulated. Canon, Nikon, Sony, now Panasonic. I get it, but if you believe in yourself, you push through that crowd. You knock over old grannies, you take their lunch money so their grandson can't have an allowance, and you win at life. Take it. Take what you deserve. How many GFX cameras are there? Like 3, maybe 4? Let's go with 4. That could have been full frame cameras competing and beating the competition. The R5 would be useless because Fuji would have had like a 91 megapixel camera. I have no sources for anything I say. Let's be real, we know exactly what a Fuji full frame camera would do. It had worse IBIS than the X-T4 and all the competition, worse autofocus, but the best colors and dynamic range. That's a trade-off I would have went for. It would have had much smaller and more affordable system. I don't see the point. For photography, for landscapes, just go to the place and go home, asshole. Roast hot dogs on the field and make a stupid vlog about it on a cheap phone. What's with all these landscape vloggers who like medium format setup, like $1,000 tripod, so much money, and like, I'm filming on my GoPro 4. Make your video on something special, asshole. So I probably won't buy the Fuji GFX 100S for vlogs. And that's your loss, Fuji, not mine. I'll continue filming on this phone that's exposing me perfectly for sure as I walk across an icy path. Why did I come here? We all have regrets in life. There's many sexual experiences I'd like to run back, but we can't. Nor can Fuji ignore that they've made a stupid system that nobody wants, and they could have went full frame. Although it's a little close, aps-c and full frame, it would have been dumb. I get the logic, but you failed. So how did the phone perform today? Was it any better quality than usual with the H.265? And how was the audio? We're just using internal audio. This is a decent small setup. It fits in a jacket pocket. And we got the super slow-mo, which I haven't perfected. It's fun, at least. So I'm gonna leave after you buy a vegetable conspiracy. I'm not even that channel anymore. And this is the wrong channel, even if it was right. I'll leave in embarrassing fashion like usual. Subscribe for more videos,